welcome. Ibo Aslan versus what's his name? Billy Elekana. Oh man, these fights, man. So it's hard to even predict this fight because I don't feel like I've seen enough from Elekana. Obviously, there's some level of wrestling in there. Um, it's not elite by any means. Playboy, my brother from another mother. Playboy said hi. What up, man? Welcome to the stream, man. Um, I like how you called me, man. So you know what? Ibo Aslan has the ability to actually end the fight on the feet, but that's just about it, right? We saw it in his last performance, and I actually critiqued the fact that everyone was on him, including myself. But I was like, I feel like Ibo Aslan's wrestling or rather grappling defense has not been properly tested, and he might get exposed. And unfortunately, that's exactly what happened, right? Um, I don't even know if I should feel that confident in this particular fight, especially because now, um, what do you call him? Ibo Aslan is fighting another grappler. He's not the most elite grappler, that's for sure. That's for sure. But still, nonetheless, a grappler, someone who shoots a lot, someone who attempts to take down their opponent as often as possible, right? As far as striking, I mean, it goes without saying that Ibo Aslan is going to be significantly better, obviously, with power. Um, there's so many ways that this fight can play out. Even though Ibo Aslan has pretty decent takedown defense, I mean, it's not necessarily the greatest takedown defense, to be honest. And another thing is, if it goes past the second round, for example, or rather the first round, it might be interesting to see how it plays out because I don't know how good Ibo Aslan's cardio is. You know, so this fight, even though Ibo Aslan's what do you call it, takedown defense seems like it's pretty decent, it's really not because like he hasn't fought anyone solid. So we might see a situation where Elekana comes in there and we're all calling him trash, and then he just bullies Ibo Aslan because Ibo Aslan is pretty trash on the ground, clearly. Um, Black Swordsman, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to the stream, my guy. Welcome. So this one is one of those fights where I'm like, shit, man. It might go either way. We could see it going one way or the other direction. In all honesty, I'm genuinely concerned as far as who actually ends up winning this particular fight. Oh man, my subscribers and I are officially going with Ibo Aslan, but I'm not very confident in this particular pick. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's the classic striker versus grappler, and Ibo Aslan is not particularly good on the ground. What do you call him? Billy Elekana is not particularly great on the feet. Decent, but not great. Not even. I don't know. I feel like decent is an over exaggeration, but I mean, what do you call him? Ibo Aslan has had like how many? Black Swordsman, are you doing prediction sequence wise? Um, I don't understand. What do you mean by sequence wise? Because at this point, as far as sequence, I mean, fight by fight. If that's what you're asking, yes, that's basically what I'm doing. I've already predicted about this is the 10th one. All my other predictions are on the live section. If that's not what you mean, then you can elaborate a little bit so that I can give you um, a proper answer. So Ibo Aslan has fought what do you call it? Anton Turkalj. I don't know how to pronounce his name. And what do you call him? Rafael Sequeira. Those are the two wins he has in the UFC. Black Swordsman, yes. Oh yeah, yeah. No, I do predictions in for each individual fight. I don't bulk them all together because I've noticed that whenever I used to do predictions all at once, like I sit down and I do all the predictions all at once. Number one, I didn't have enough time to actually break down each individual fight. I used to rush. Number two, some people wouldn't really care about specific fights. They would want a specific fight that I'm talking about. That's why I decided, you know what, let me just break them up individually. If you don't want to listen to a breakdown for a specific fight, you don't have to. You can just listen to the breakdown that you want specifically for the fight that you want. So they are all available on the live section of the channel. So similarly with how I do with statistics on the shorts, where each individual fight has statistics and everything like that, I do the same thing for breakdowns on the live section though. They are only available if you click on the channel and then click the live. You'll find all of them, along with the watch alongs. So Ibo Aslan has not had like great competition to be honest. Like I said, Antonio Trocoge, um, Rafael Sequeira. I mean, there's honestly he's had three fights in the UFC, won two, lost to Ion Kutelaba via submission in the first round. That was kind of pitiful to be honest. Black Soul Smith makes sense. Yeah, yeah. So and on the other hand, I mean, it's not like Billy Elekana is any better because even though I guess we'll just have to find out right now. When what do you call him? Bogdan Guskov fights Nikita Krylov. I think that's when we're going to know how good Billy Elekana is. Or probably actually even before that fight, right? We are either going to find out that actually Bogdan Guskov has actually improved if he was able to avoid getting submitted by this guy, or we're going to find out that potentially Bogdan might have a problem against Nikita Krylov because the only person that we are able to measure Billy Elekana inside the UFC, not outside the UFC, is Bogdan Guskov, and Billy Elekana lost to Bogdan Guskov. So yeah, this one is going to be very tricky. On both of them are pretty untested in my opinion, as far as their respective skills. Ibo Aslan, cool. He's had at least two wins in the UFC, a little bit more impressive. But still, against who? You know. On the other hand, Billy Elekana has only had one fight. I think he was coming in on short notice, if I'm not mistaken. And then he lost to via I think via TKO to Bogdan Guskov, right? So ultimately, at this point in time, we are entering into a zone of the unknown. Um, I'm still going with Ibo Aslan. I feel like his takedown defense maybe has some room to improve. Maybe it's good enough to avoid getting. I mean, if Bogdan Guskov can do it, I would assume Ibo Aslan maybe might be able to do it. But I'm not very confident, right? But yeah, my official pick is Ibo Aslan. My subscribers are also picking Ibo Aslan. I am not very confident. Let's go to the next fight. I love and appreciate all of you. Deuces.